Hi everybody. We are going to make a fun mess today. I was trying to think of a way to make my own, not glimmer mist, but regular dilution style ink sprays. And, with it being Easter, I remembered that I had something in my closet that I had gotten about 3 years ago. And it was actually the dyes to make the Ukrainian, I think it's Pysanky eggs, something like that. Yeah, Pysanky. The really, really gorgeous eggs that you use the dyes and wax with. Well, me being that I can't draw, that was a total flop, but I had already mixed up most of the dyes and stuff and kept them in the jars in a box in the closet. And it's a good amount of dye. So I figured I would try them as sprays, and it works. But then I wanted to see if I could not follow the actual instructions and intensify the color to see if that would also work. So they actually have 17 colors. And then obviously you can mix and match your own colors however you want to, so the color range is absolutely endless. But a set of 16 of the dyes is $14.50. And then they had pumpkin was a new color that I didn't have, so I got that. And I chose, I think, Priority Mail, which was only 50 cents more than regular mail price, so I did get it quick. So the total with the shipping was $22.45 for 17 colors. And I'm going to put the link to that site down below, and I'm also going to put a link to some spray bottles. I don't have them yet. It takes about 30 days to get them because they're coming from China, but I found them on Amazon. And that's for a pack of 12 2.5 ounce clear spray bottles. That was $5.32. So I've got a couple of packs of those coming. So basically what it boils down to is these dye packs give you 10 ounces of color. If you just follow the regular directions, and we'll go over that in a minute. So 10 ounces of color. The spray bottles break out to 44 cents each. So you're basically getting, minimum, even if you cut the water portion in half to intensify the color, and we're going to find out if that works or not, you're getting twice the spray for roughly 69 cents a color. Whereas if you go to the Ranger website, and it's the lowest price I've seen for dilutions, is $4.99 per color, and that's for a 2 ounce spray bottle. So that's a pretty significant difference, and they have 24 colors. You mix these, the color range is going to be limitless. The only thing you can't get is white. So that one obviously would still be worth buying. So these are, that's a pack of the dye. And like I said, you can buy the set of 16 colors for $14.50, or you can buy, the specific colors you want. They're $1 a pack, which is not bad. And inside the envelope is another little foil envelope that has the actual dye in it. And I dumped it out into a measuring spoon to get an idea of how much was in there. This is the aqua. And obviously the color is going to change, and I hope you can see what's in there. And I've taken 1/8 of a teaspoon out of it, but I kept it in there in case I decide I need to intensify some more based on the proportions I used. But normal procedure is you add, get yourself a jar, you add 1 1/4 cups of boiling water to 1 package of the dye, and for best results use distilled water. Add 1 tablespoon of white vinegar and then cool before using. So This is basically a full jar. It's a 1.25 cups. So that's going to be 10 ounces of dye for you. And these have been in my closet for at least 3 years. And I've got them closed up tight, and they haven't evaporated or anything. So that's pretty good. So there's the colors. And I'm going to do a couple of sprays just to see. I've gessoed these pieces. I meant to bring down a piece of cardstock that I didn't gesso. And there's not much white left on this paper, but we'll try it anyway. So the first one I'm going to spray is the one using the recipe that is on the dye package. And again, I'm working with Aqua. You might want to use gloves while you're making it. Obviously, my fingers have gotten dyed up. These are just spray bottles I picked up from the dollar store, while I'm waiting for my others to come. So this is I'm just going to do 2 spritzes. So that is the Aqua without gesso on the plain paper. Two spritzes of Aqua on gessoed paper. And that's using the regular recipe. And obviously you're going to want to use a heat gun to dry them off. And now I'm going to try what I'm hoping is more intense. I didn't boil the water. It's just tap water. I used a 1/2 cup of water and 1/8 teaspoon of the dye. And poured it into here. This is a 2.7 ounce spray bottle. And I still have a little bit left in the jar. So let's see. And I'm thinking it might not make any difference. Let's see what this is. Okay, that's the cut recipe. So I'm going to add a little bit more dye to this, another 1/8 of a teaspoon, and see if it does make a difference in intensity. Because if it doesn't, then that's actually even better. So I'm just scooping out, trying to scoop out another 1/8 teaspoon of color from here. And I'm going to put it in here. And shake it up. Yeah, it might not be any more intense because, I wasn't doing direct proportions, cutting in half or anything like that. I just took some numbers and did it. Okay, so I'm not sure if it's any more intense or not, but, okay, this is dried a little bit more now. I mean, it's really good color for so much less money. And you apparently don't have to, go through all the trouble of boiling the water and adding the vinegar and stuff. I don't know long term how that's going to hold up. But if you're just making a little bit at a time, then you should be okay. But if you know you're going to do it long term, then I would follow the recipe that's on the envelopes and using the boiled distilled water and the vinegar. So let me spray this one again next to it. Yeah, I'm not seeing a difference in the intensity, so adding more dye, less water isn't going to make it any more intense. So that's a good thing. You could just go ahead and make them up, and if you have room to store them, then just just have at it, and then you have them when you're ready to. And I just use the little plastic pipettes that you can find real cheap, on loads of places online. Just these, just to transfer it from the larger jar to the smaller spray bottles. So that's it in a nutshell. I'm so psyched. Yay! Now, I don't know if anybody else has done this. I haven't seen it. I did, try to search it a little bit. But I'm thinking that it's not out there. So there it is. And again, I'll put the links for the company with the dyes. It's All Things Ukrainian. And I'll put a link to the specific spray bottles that I have on order, which I'm hoping will be here in about the next 10 days. But because the price was so good, they came out to 44 cents a piece, then it's totally worth the wait. So, let me know what you think. Have at it. Actually, I was going to spray through a stencil just to see. Just a little more playtime. I didn't grab a paper towel, so I'm going to get my hands inky again taking this off. There. Yay. So, you might want to wear gloves. Obviously, I'm getting a little inky, but I generally don't care too much, because I use my pumice stone to get the ink off. So there you have it. Let me know what you think, and have yourself a play with it. And hopefully I will see you all soon. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.